Shout out to Mile High Media, man. It's your boy House Phone, man. From No Jumper, Mr. Disconnected, Mr. High Rollers, man. Whatever you want to. Mr. VS1's hanging off my neck. Mr. Bust Down Stars on my wrist. Like, it's your boy House Phone. I got like 10 other things I gotta go do. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to motherfucking Denver. Shout out to Denver to LA. Y'all know the fucking vibes. Thank y'all.
Hell yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Hit the like, comment, subscribe, man. Yep. Shout out to my niggas, man. Let's fucking Hey, listen, me and Flocko.
Flocko crazy.
No, look. I did a vlog with Flocko. Well, I did a vlog for like a new.
Watching Dover Street.
Yeah. So basically, like, I want to bring the like clothes. Like I'm not saying I'm Mr. Fashion guy, because I'm not into like, oh, this is like vintage rap, like Rick Owens archive, like 2008. No, that's cool. But I'm talking about like niggas like, oh yeah, this is Yves Saint Laurent season 7 vintage, like, like this is from the actual runway. Actually, like, do you even wear Ricks? Like, I'm not one of those niggas. Like, I'm like streetwear niggas. So like, I just want to incorporate that more into No Jumper because people care about that shit so much. And as you can see, at the time of this recording, the vlog where I went shopping at those stores came out maybe 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. Let's look at the views and the comments. Let's see where we at now. But
it's crazy. I was just watching that.
I just made her watch it
before I linked up with.
You don't gotta be on camera, but just yell your answer of what you thought of that vlog I showed you earlier. You could be honest though. If it was, did it get boring at any point? Be honest. Don't lie. Like, even if I get mad later, be honest.
You give him a makeover?
No, it wasn't boring, but I feel like you could have showed more of like options of like the clothes and shit.
Okay.
I don't know if I missed it. Did we get to see Flocko in it?
Come on. You must. That was like the end. How did you miss that? That was the whole point of the whole thing.
I was waiting, and then I'm waiting for him. So I'm like, wait, where does he turn it on?
At the end, bro. Come on, man. Okay, you gotta go. Okay, we had 67,000 views in 7 hours and 1,000 comments.
Hell yeah.
That's wild.
Well, it was good. It was way better.
I wish they would have let you film inside though.
Well, yeah, we kind of had to sneak all of that. All the footage you saw inside was all iPhone footage.
Nice.
You got a lighter? Anybody?
I've been shooting actually a lot of videos on my phone too. It's like if I'm an artist is like in the area, quick interview, I'm like, shit, I got my camera, I might as well use my phone, and that can pull up like 1080 at least 4K.
Hey, you got a lighter? Oh, never mind.
But okay, so you doing good with No Jumper? You start taking that serious?
Yeah, and okay, so it's weird because people like took my music shit like as a joke. I was kind of presenting it like as, oh, I'm a funny rapper at first, like I'm like trolling whatever, but like I don't think they were taking into consideration that I was actually rapping still. Like, my raps were actually fire. Yeah. Even if I was saying some like funny shit or some out of pocket shit, I think people were just looking at it as like some funny shit. And I kind of got to a point where like I didn't really know what to rap about no more, and like I would be trying out different flows and different styles and shit, and I couldn't really stick on one thing, because the song that blew me up versus like my whole last mixtape, it sounds completely different. Like,
what would you say? Would you say Tokyo Goons was the song that kind of blew you up?
For sure. For sure.
How did that one come together?
Funny. So, shout out to my boy 420 Tiesto, man. 420 Tiesto was the first producer that really, like, I won't say the first producer that took me serious, but took the initiative of like, he lived all the way in Orange County, like out, like where you said you were at earlier. Yeah. All the way from there, picking me up all the way by Inglewood, and then going all the way to Hollywood to the studio every day. Acura that was like, look like Terminator attacked it. It's like falling apart. It's like falling apart. We're getting into accidents every other day. Like, we just, the car stopping on the freeway. Like, we're really thugging it, bro. Going to the studio every day, and we're there. And it's funny because my homie Filthy, he's a producer. Wake up, Filthy.
Yeah.
He's a producer. And I was actually just reading, like, I was on Twitter, and someone had replied to one of his tweets and was like, "Oh, you should sample the Tokyo Ghoul intro." So someone was telling another producer that, and I just looked it up, and I was like, "This is fire." We sampled it, and that was like the first time I really was like, I had this thing when I would be in the studio, and I knew what I was thinking would make whatever we were doing better, but I would be a little like, kind of
hesitant,
didn't know how to maneuver around saying like, no, the way you're talking about is wrong. Let's do it like this. Trust me, believe me, it's gonna go crazy. Yeah. But this time I'm like, fuck it, like no, like turn the 808s up more. And he was like, oh, it sounds a little distorted. I'm like, bro, just trust me, turn it up. I'm like, make this a little more simple. This is too many instruments. Nah, move it. Like I literally like produced that with him. And I remember we previewed it because I used to throw water on people all the time and they would fall asleep around us. That was like my thing, like, and like I would always one up it. Like it'll start with a cup and then it'll move to like a fucking little bucket, like an ice bucket. Like nigga, I was damn near throwing like gallons of water on niggas like while they were asleep. So the homie was passed out next to the booth, and like the beat has such a crazy ass drop. I waited right till the beat's about to drop and I just splashed him with hella water while the song was playing in the background. And niggas was like, what the fuck is this beat? Like, they were ripping it from my Instagram live. Like, that's when I knew that this shit was about to go up, because people were so, like, they were posting it, making memes about it, like, before it even came out. Like, just off little snippets they were hearing. So I'm like, oh, this shit about to go up. And, like, it still took kind of a minute, though. I posted it. And like I posted it on No Jumper too, and
how did you get it posted? Just because you were already
bro?
At the time,
I've been on No Jumper for years at that point. It was like that song came out in 2018, nigga. I was already locked in for like I was already locked in with them for at least like 2 years already, 3 years, You know, but even that's a blessing. If we wasn't that cool, I would have had to pay for that for sure. And I feel like me being familiar with the people on camera already, they probably were like, didn't even know I rapped, did know I rap, or just wanted to support it or wanted to hate on it because they already knew who I was. So that played a big part of it too.
So at that time, what made you say, okay, I'm gonna drop it on No Jumper instead of like another platform or your own platform?
Shit, we had more followers over there, more eyes, more views. I mean, it still ended up going crazy, but like I didn't know that back then.
1.4 today, last time I checked.
Yeah, shit, but check the Spotify numbers though.
You said 5 million, right? Or
4 or something.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, so you dropped that. How long would you say it took to get to 1 million?
Probably like almost a year, to be honest. Like at least like a year.
Okay.
It didn't directly go crazy.